Hello, Postables. It's Chad, and I'm back with Postable Judy. Judy. How you
Hi,
doing?
everybody.
How you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How about you?
Hey, doing great.
Good.
Less than a month, and
It's
before we meet at the beach.
yes. So excited.
Are
So
you excited?
excited.
Are you excited?
Oh my God. I'm so excited.
Have you ever been
I've
to
never
one?
been to I've never been to Florida before.
Ah, that was one of my questions I was going to ask you. Never been to
Yeah.
Florida. Have,
No.
have you ever been to a fan convention before?
No, I have not.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
SSD is the first for me, and I've just dived into it full head first.
Now, are we on the same flight going from Detroit to Palm Beach?
Yes. 10 o'clock in the morning on the 23rd. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Um,
I think
there's
our whole flight's gonna be postables, I think.
yeah,
It's gonna be good.
Kelly, who I talked with, the last person I talked with, she's on the flight. She's sit and who is it? Oh, what's the other
Ellie's from
woman's
Canada,
name?
right?
What's that?
Ellie's from Canada, right?
Yeah, she's coming
Yeah.
from Canada.
And then I think
Who
Lisa
there's
or Linda Herman's on.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
yeah,
on there. Yeah,
yeah. We're all sitting right next to each other
that's so cool.
in the same row.
Okay,
You,
I'm economy, so they don't tell you what seat you're in until you get there. But I'll find
okay.
you. You're easy to recognize.
Yeah, we're all in D, E, and F, all in the same row.
There you go. Okay, so
That's funny.
that's really awesome.
I
Either way,
know.
I'll find you.
Now, where are you currently located?
I live in Sumter Township, which is about 5 miles southwest of Metropolitan Airport, actually.
So you're
Detroit Metro, yeah.
so you're in Detroit. Okay.
I'm just outside of Detroit, yeah.
Just outside. Okay, one of the
Yeah.
suburbs.
A suburb,
All
yeah.
right. Now, have you lived there your whole life, or where are you from
Oh,
originally?
no. I was born and raised in Detroit, and my husband and I moved to the Redford area, which is another suburb of Detroit, and lived there for 30 years. And we moved out here to a more rural area about 11 years ago. And we've been
Oh,
here ever since. And it's just, we've got some acreage now and some woods behind us. So, when it's just nice. It's just nice.
okay. So you've always lived in Michigan.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've never lived
Oh,
anywhere else.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm
But
a,
what
they
other
say, where are
state?
you from? You go, when they say where you're from, you always do that. Yeah, I'm from here.
No, well, I was born not too far from Michigan. I was born in Wisconsin.
Okay. Hop
So
across the lake.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what other states have you been to though?
Oh my gosh.
Have
I've
you
been
traveled
to,
around?
yeah. I have a little bitty cabin in Kentucky because I fell in love with Kentucky. I was,
Oh.
I, I'm a campus minister in a high school. And one of the things that I do in campus ministry is we do service projects. And so the girls wanted to leave the state to do a service project. So we started doing stuff in rural Kentucky in the Appalachians. And I just fell in love with it. So I started going down there on my own when I wasn't with the girls. And it's an all girls high school. And when I wasn't with the girls, and then fell in love with it. So I bought a little place so that I could go whenever I wanted. And so that's
Oh.
one of the main places. But I've been to Arizona. Alaska was absolutely glorious. I've driven through a few, but I've spent a lot of time in like Tennessee, Kentucky,
Mhm.
Arizona, Iowa. I've got in-laws that live in Iowa. Been to California twice.
Yeah.
You know, I I was in the urban areas, so I wasn't impressed. But people love California. I guess they love the beach and stuff. I really didn't get to experience that too much. So
Kentucky is a nice state. I stayed
oh
in Louisville one night, and what I saw of the state looked really nice.
yeah, it's
Now,
I love the mountains.
what part are you in the eastern part of Kentucky? Is that where you are?
I'm in the midsection, and I'm
Yeah.
like when you're heading down I-75, when you hit Richmond, you go east, and it's about another 2 hours east. So
Oh,
kind of
okay.
east, east, southeast, maybe central east.
Okay, okay. So you weren't too far. How far is that from Nashville, where the first RomaDrama event took place?
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
I've only been to Knoxville, in the area around Knoxville, and
Oh,
prowling
okay.
around in the Smoky Mountains.
Oh, okay. All right, all
So
right. So
yeah,
you were born and grew up, went to high school in Michigan, huh?
yep, yep. Went to Catholic school my whole life.
Yeah. What about college?
College, I went to Madonna University in Livonia, so I didn't travel out of state for college, and I didn't go to college until I was, gosh, I think I was 40 when I went back to college, and I thought I wanted to do that when my kids graduated from high school and they were going into college. I thought, what an example I could be. I could go back to school with them. And so I ended up finishing, and my daughters ended up, one of them ended to trade school, and the other one ended up going into the military. So that was,
Oh,
no, but it was
okay.
okay. I graduated and I was very
And
proud of it.
did you get a degree in ministry?
Religious studies. Yeah. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Master of Arts, or Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies. So
Oh, okay. That's
yeah.
neat. That's neat. And
Yeah.
you work at, is it a high school you said?
I work at Mercy High School in Farmington Hills. It's an all girls Catholic high school here in our area. It's in another suburb of Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's
Yeah.
neat. That's neat. So do you,
Working in a school this week is not easy, but we won't go there.
yeah, 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 I know. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Anyway.
So do you have like a little chapel in the school or what?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you?
We do. We've got a small chapel that we do small like masses and things in, and then we transform the auditorium into a chapel or into a church when we have the whole school. We've got about a little over 600 in our population, 9 through 12. So
Oh, okay.
it's nice, and I get to do all the masses. I'm in charge of that, so I'm the
Oh.
liturgical coordinator. So it's being campus minister. You get to do all kinds of fun things.
Oh, okay, neat. Now, before you went to college, what other jobs did you have?
Oh gosh, I always wanted to be a DJ. That was my big thing. So
I was a DJ.
I did. I wanted to be a DJ so bad, and my parents were like, "That is not the career that a woman goes into." So I worked in advertising, and I worked in radio, and I did all those kinds of things. And then the Holy Spirit had other plans for me, so I changed my major from advertising and marketing to religious studies, and that's where I am.
So, when you worked in radio, you worked in advertising and radio?
Yeah, I worked in the advertising department, and I did a little, of course I love the voice part, and I love being, that kind of thing. So I got to be good buddies with the production manager and did some commercials and that kind of,
Yeah.
that kind of fun stuff, and being able to use silly accents. And I
Uh-huh.
think one of my favorites was I was Mae West for something. I can't even remember. And when my kids were little, they got to do a Disney promo for Disney World, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, I worked in radio. I was one of the on-air personalities, and that was the funnest job. That was the funnest job I've ever had, working in radio.
Yeah, that's what I always wanted to do. But like I said, God had other plans for me.
Uh-huh.
So here I am, but that's
Uh-huh.
okay. I love what I do.
So I know you're married. How many kids do you have?
I have three. I have three
Three?
adult daughters. Yeah, I
Mhm.
have my oldest one. Like I said, she's in the military.
Mhm.
She's a I can't even I don't even know. I think it's a sergeant first class or first class. I don't even know the exact name of it.
What what
But
what division of the military is she in?
she's a military police officer in the United States Army.
In the Army. Okay.
Yep. And then my middle daughter is an auditor in food safety. She travels around the country doing audits to make sure people are, handling their food safely, and she just loves doing that. And then my youngest is in the cannabis industry. She's a brand manager for a cannabis company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's interesting. And then I've got one grand, and he's 19, and he's planning on going into the military too. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
keeping
Now,
our fingers crossed on
where
that.
are all your kids located? What part of the country?
Well, my oldest one is right now, she's stationed at Fort Knox in Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Kentucky.
And
All
my
right.
other two daughters are here in Michigan. One is on the West Coast,
All right.
just outside of Grand Ledge. And my middle daughter, she lives here about 20 minutes from us in Taylor.
Okay. Now, did you get any of them interested in SSD?
I've tried, but they're not, and I've tried to get my husband interested in it too. And they make fun of poor mom because she's the Hallmark crazy Hallmark lady. But my husband, because I've watched them so many times, my husband can walk into the room and go, "Oh, is this the one where? Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one, honey."
Yeah.
I sit down and he's like, No. I think the one he's seen the most is For Christmas. So
For Christmas. Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites. Yeah, that's a good one.
so yeah,
Do,
yeah.
do you watch other Hallmark programming besides SSD?
Not really.
No.
Not
Okay.
a lot. No, I watch, of course I do get into the Christmas movies. I do admit. But yeah, just pretty much Christmas stuff. None of the other series I don't watch.
You never got into When Calls the Heart or anything like that?
No, not when they picked that over SSD to have to run as a series. I don't know. Psychological, I guess. I just never got into it.
Now, when you're not working, what do you like to do in your free time?
Wow. Well,
I know one thing that you do. I'll see if you mention it. Keep talking.
Okay. I do crochet. That's one of my big things. I'm a crocheter. I have picked up the hobby. I picked up the hobby during the COVID, that my dad used to make walking sticks. And I absolutely, positively love making walking sticks. And so I do that. I collect teddy bears.
Yes, I do. That was the one I was waiting for.
I collect teddy bears. I found this one. I brought this one to show you. I found this one. It's the closest thing I could find to Dumbarton.
Oh, okay.
I call him Dumbarton, but that's not what he is. Obviously, he's brand new, but he's not. But this is the closest thing I could find to Dumbarton. So, but I still keep looking at all antique stores.
I forget. Was that Dumbarton Oaks? Was he wearing clothes?
No. Not at first. At the wedding, they put a bow tie and a cummerbund on him.
Oh, okay.
But not at first. He wasn't wearing clothes.
Okay, I got you.
No, he was all beat up and his nose was all worn out. But and I've in doing my research and not talking, but in texting back and forth, I was texting, or Kristen texted me and talked to me, told me that Dumbarton, because I get cameos, I order cameos all the time. And one of the things that Kristen had said was that Martha had found him at a thrift store, and he's a one of a kind, as is the necklace. So yeah, I don't think but I keep looking at thrift stores and garage sales and antique stores and see if I can find Dumbarton somewhere. There might be another out there.
Well, Kristen's, the original necklace that she wore throughout the series, you can buy that online.
Oh yeah. No. I meant the watch. The watch.
Yeah, the one that she wore. Yeah.
The one that she wears. I'm one of those crazy people that if I'm not going to be able to buy the gold one, I'm not going to buy it.
But I think that necklace was someone that was working on the show gave her necklace to wear for that movie. One of the crew, someone that was behind the scenes.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, and she took the necklace and had it engraved. Just for that movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know that. That's cool. That's cool.
So how many teddy bears do you have?
My husband won't see this interview. I'm thinking I've probably got close on to about 400.
Do you really?
Yeah, they're everywhere. I mean, wow. You can see the one behind me over here. This is I'm in my room because I couldn't get my laptop to work. So I've got some in my room. And the etiquette ladies, Miss Manners always tell you not to decorate with teddy bears, but I can't help it. I have teddy bears everywhere, and teacups, because I work for Mercy and the teacup is one of our trademarks. And so I collect teacups and teddy bears, and yeah.
Oh, neat.
Oh yeah. Neat. It's a lot.
So how long have you been a Postable?
Probably since the beginning. I was watching, I was flipping through, of course, my Hallmark. When you work in a job like mine, you come home and you like to work happy ending stories. I want things that are happy and no drama. I mean, obviously where they're going to be drama, but nothing big deal. So I was flipping through one day and I saw How to Fall in Love. Well, of course, right then fell in love with Eric, and had to find what else he was in. And so I typed it in and they said, coming up, is the premiere of this new show, and it's the pilot's going to be coming up. And so, of course, I decided I'm just going to set myself a reminder, and I watched it. And yeah, so 2013.
So the pilot was the first
From
thing
the
you
very
saw.
the pilot. I saw the pilot when it aired, and then of course I was hooked after that. Like,
Uh-huh.
sit waiting for them to announce when's the next one coming out. And I watched all the episodes, and then waited, and then watched the Christmas movie. And yeah, I've been hooked since the beginning.
Wow.
And I love them all. I just, you know what, I just, talking about teddy bears, I think Jeff to me is just a giant life-size teddy bear.
Oh yeah.
I just think he's the cutest thing, Jeff Gustafson. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love them all. I do.
What is it that you love so much about the series? What attracted you? What is it that hooked you?
Well, I think the moral values, the Christian values, the throwing in of scripture here and there, and just that it's good. There's no violence. There's no, there's none of that stuff that there's so much of on TV these days. It's just good, and the storylines are so good, and sometimes the endings aren't is the happy. They're always a happy ending, but sometimes they're hard things to watch, especially when you got a daughter in the military. I tell you what, to whom it may concern, to this day, I mean, I must have seen it 200 times, but I watched it again last night. I was like sobbing like a big baby. Stuff like that. I mean, those kind of storylines just get me. And in the masterpiece with the dad that gets cancer, that loses his son, it's like there's still stuff, but it's not your predictable stuff. You don't always know what's going to happen. And I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. It's just so much of everything I love about it.
Now, which one do you cry at more when you watch it? To whom? No.
Yeah, to whom it may concern.
No. The one you just, Truth Be Told or The Impossible Dream? Which one do you cry more?
Oh, probably The Impossible Dream. I think the not knowing, and I think, I think of, all of a sudden the name is just totally gone. The dad, the Phoebe's grandpa. I mean, when my daughter was in Iraq and she was there when the war first started, and I didn't know, I couldn't get a hold of her because at the time when the war first started, the communication infrastructure wasn't there. So not being able to get a hold of her and that, so when Phoebe sees,
yeah, or when they see her
Phoebe
on the
sees her for
runway.
the first time, and she's on the runway, and she goes running at her, and it's like that kid, that kid that played her, I can only think of her sister's name now. Megan, is her name Megan Carpenter? Anyway, the actress that played, the fact that she was so emotional and made it so real when she went to grab her mom. It was like, I'm putting myself in her position, going at, if I was to go at my daughter like that, and seeing when my daughter came home and my grandson went running at her like that. It was, that one.
So you can definitely identify with that movie.
Every single time. Harper, that's the granddad's name.
Harper, yeah. Now, do you have a favorite movie?
Oh, yeah, that's like picking a favorite kid. Which is your favorite child? I don't know. I think when I think back on it, probably, I hate to be cliche and say For Christmas, but that's got to be, in the top.
I think that's my favorite movie.
Yeah, I think For Christmas, To Whom It May Concern, like I said, and Samila and that whole thing. I love that story, and I just love that story. And then, the last couple, of course, are always going to be dear to my heart when they finally get together. But probably, I would say probably For Christmas, Impossible Dream, To Whom It May Concern. Higher Ground is up there. Hearing after, like I said, after watching the movie so many times, when you hear Keb Mo singing the first time in Impossible Dream, it just sort of brings all that up into your heart again, and you just want to watch the rest of the series just so you can hear him singing. And then him in Higher Ground, he does such a good job for somebody who's not an actor. He just, that one tore at my heartstrings too. Anyway,
Mhm.
I guess because I knew people that were affected by Katrina, and
Yeah.
to see that that's a, you know, Chad, there's really, honestly, to put a finger on one, that it wouldn't be easy. I think the
Mhm.
hardest one for me to watch was Edge of Forever. To watch that and
Yeah.
to see Oliver get so mad at Shane, and to get so, and that part on the porch, like when he yelled at her and said, "Oh my God!" Oh, honestly, that was probably the hardest one for me to watch of all of them. That particular scene was really tough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you have a favorite TV series episode?
TV series. Oh, yeah, the TV series
Yeah.
episode would have to be To Whom It May Concern.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good one.
that would have to be my favorite. Other than, well, I mean, the pilot was just that's not really a TV episode, but that was so good. But To
Mhm.
Whom It May Concern is probably up there is probably the very top one. And then probably the next one would be A Hope and a Future.
Mhm.
Was I love when Carol Burnett first showed up, I just honestly, it was the coolest thing. And then
Mhm.
I don't know if you've ever seen her in concert, but she came to Detroit not soon after that those two aired. And I
Um,
got to sit, and I was sitting right in like the first 5 rows. And usually she'll pick people to answer questions. And I wanted so badly to ask her about Science Seal Delivered, and
uh,
they didn't pick me to answer a question. I had to keep it inside my head, but she just is a marvel. That lady is just a marvel.
So let's see. You've mentioned this will be your first trip to Florida, first trip to a fan convention, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
What
I'm so excited.
What are you most excited to see and do down there?
I guess just meeting them in person. Um, like I said earlier, I'm just, I probably shouldn't. And like I said, hopefully my husband will never see this video, but I probably bought myself 5 or 6 cameos. And I've gotten a couple from Kristen and a couple from Eric. And I haven't,
Yeah.
I wish some of the others were on there so I could do with them too. But getting
You can do one um,
Zach, maybe, I don't
with
know.
I went blank on her. Rita. What I went blank on her name.
Oh,
Crystal.
yeah, yeah, Crystal. Is she on
It's
Cameo?
not on Cameo. She's on a thing called Gemini, I think, or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I
It's
haven't.
like Cameo,
I'll
but
have
you
to
can get
find it.
videos from her.
But getting to know it's neat to it's neat to say, getting to know each other a little bit. They've gotten to know me a little bit, and I've gotten to know them a little bit. To meet them in person
Hmm.
is going to be absolutely just probably going to be the thrill of a lifetime for me.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure
yeah.
you've interacted with all of them on social media, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And yeah, this whole thing with Eric and this fake accounts he's got,
I
this
know.
like, oh, because I almost got hooked in by that guy. I got to tell you, I almost got
Oh, really?
Al or whoever it was. Well, they liked something, and I was like, oh my God, Eric likes something of mine. And then I thought, I've also got a Patreon account with
Uh-huh.
Eric.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, so I private messaged him, and I go, and of course I asked a question, are you on Facebook? Because you liked something. He goes, that ain't me. I don't have a Facebook. And so that was like a few weeks ago when this whole thing started. So yeah. So interacting with them has been cool. And to have them when one of them answers you back, it's just so
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah. It's nice when they
You know,
reply to something.
it's so neat when you say, you say
Yeah.
happy birthday to Crystal, and she texts you back, thank you. It's just,
Hmm.
I don't know, or
Hmm.
tweets you back, thank you. I'm still not good at that whole Twitter thing. I try, but it's just like, you know,
Do
I
you
get,
do you tweet when they're showing the movies? Do you live tweet or not?
I tried a couple times, but even after having watched them so many hundreds of times, I still get so engrossed in the movie. I
Yeah.
don't think to pick up my phone and tweet. I really don't. And it's like so many of this, our crowd, we tweet with each other, they tweet with each other, and I don't know. I really, no, not as much as I should probably.
Yeah.
But I want Hallmark to know that we're there. So,
Hmm.
and my husband's like, why do you keep recording these things over and over and over again? I've got the whole set, of course. And I bought two of the pilot just in case one of them got worn out. I had another one. I'm that guy. Yeah. So and I try and watch them and record them every time, so Hallmark knows that we're out there.
Hmm.
And I send, I send things to Movies and Mysteries, and I tag them in all the tweets that I do, and
Hmm.
I want them to know that we're out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
remember what the original question was. I'm sorry.
No, no, that's okay. Now going to RomaDrama. Do you have one of the postable packages, I assume?
Yeah, I did. I bought the VIP package, I think. The biggest one you could
Yeah, yeah,
the biggest
okay.
one you could buy.
All right. The one that
It
has the
was,
lunch included with the postables and
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be I'm so excited. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that'll be fun.
I was really lucky because when I think we were having the same drama with the flights at the time when they canceled the one in January.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God I rebooked my flight in January because of the COVID. They let us transfer. I was able
Uh-huh.
to transfer. And yeah, I got my flight from Detroit down to Florida for like $206.
Did you really?
I know, and
Wow.
right now because the price of gas has gone.
Oh, yeah, the price of gas. Yeah, you're right.
Thank
It,
you, good
it,
Jesus, that I got
it's
that.
skyrocketed. I was talking to someone last night who's going to Roma Drama, and she hasn't even booked her flight yet. I'm like, what? You're
Oh
going to be
God.
paying through the nose, girl.
Yeah, and rent a cars went up, so I was really lucky to be able to. The hotel that we're staying at. Are you staying at the West Palm Beach Hilton?
Yeah, yeah,
It's attached. Yeah. So
yeah.
the airport has the shuttle that goes to the
Hmm.
hotel, so that'll
Yeah.
be awesome. I won't have to rent a car, which I guess those are real expensive too. So
Yeah, that's why I didn't. I thought about staying somewhere less expensive, but then I thought, well, I'm going to have to pay for Ubers or rent a car. I mean, it's going to add up to probably what the Hilton's going to cost anyway, you know?
that's exactly what I thought because
Yeah.
it was gonna cost over $100 a day for the rent a car,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
and so the extra $100 I figure I'll pay to stay at the Hilton because it just
Hmm.
makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
know. Yeah. Are you going to bid on Shane's wedding dress?
no. I would. All of my daughters have been married and they're done with that part of their lives, so I wouldn't have anybody to give it to. I tell you what, if they auctioned off this boy, I tell you what, I would put lots of money down on our tickets.
Oh, yeah. If they auctioned off that bear,
If
yeah.
they auctioned off that bear, I would be buying
Hmm.
tickets up the nose for that. And
Yeah.
how many times you drop Hallmark a note and say, could you please make one of these so that we could buy it at the Hallmark store?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
so
Some
far,
shows, some shows like sell off or give away some of the props.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping they'll need those props for future episodes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
That's true.
Honestly, I have no idea what they're waiting for to make this announcement. I wish I could figure out. I mean, there's so many of us postables out there.
Hmm.
That it's so popular, and then I don't ever buy a greeting card from anywhere but Hallmark anymore.
Hmm.
I want to support the company. I want to support the advertisers. And I want to say to these people, what else do you want from me to
Hmm.
renew this program? Or at least give us an idea what's going on.
Well,
That's
re-airing the movies during the marathons, that's a positive sign that
yes,
that they're still into the series and still promoting it. So that's a good sign.
definitely a good sign.
And also, they like a lot of the postable tweets. When the postables tweet,
Yeah.
um, Hallmark Movies and Mysteries likes a lot of the tweets. So that's another positive
Yeah,
sign
they have
there that,
liked they've liked a couple things that I put on there.
hmm,
So,
yeah.
yeah. But like I said, I wish I could do it during the movies, but like I said, I get so engrossed in them, even though I've seen them every time. I know, and the thing is I just, you get so you're almost repeating the lines with them.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But I still sit there with bated breath and wait for the end every time.
Uh,
You know,
now, are you going to go to the karaoke night
of
on
course,
Friday? Are you?
of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. That'll be
yeah.
fun.
I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can get Never My Love on there. I've been practicing.
Oh, Never My Love. Yeah.
I thought
Okay.
if a bunch of us got together and did that for them, I thought,
Mm-hmm.
oh, how cool would that be?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what happens when we get down there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That
yeah,
would be neat.
that would be
Yeah.
neat.
So it'll be a fun experience meeting them. It'll also be fun meeting the people, the postables that you interact with on social
Oh
media. I
yeah,
think that'll be the fun part.
yeah. I did. At one time, a couple years ago, I had bought a ticket to see Keb when he came here to Ann Arbor,
Oh, did you? Yeah.
and I had put the thing up on Facebook saying how excited I was. And another postable, Mary Beth Rudzinski, bless her
Mm-hmm.
wonderful little heart, she texted me, private messaged me, and said, one of our people has dropped out and we've got backstage passes. Would you like to join us?
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, oh. So yeah, it was that was remarkable. I got to go to the show with probably another half a dozen postables,
Oh,
and
neat.
we didn't get to go backstage, but he came out after everybody else had gone, and he sat and talked with us for probably 20 minutes, half hour. We took pictures, we just chatted. It was just, oh, he's such a sweetheart. What a nice man.
Wow.
On top of being a good actor and a wonderful musician.
What did he talk? Did he talk about SSD at all?
Oh yeah, as soon as he saw us, he was like, "Oh my!" He it was the Chad. It was the coolest thing. He came up to us and he said, "Oh my God, the Postables!" He got down on both knees and did this.
Ah.
It was hysterical. And we gave him a Mary Beth. I can't say we, but Mary Beth and her group gave him a T-shirt, and we've seen him wear it in a couple different things. So that's
that's neat. That's
yeah.
neat.
So I've got to meet them, and like I was saying, Lynn Herman lives in this area, but I haven't been able to connect with her here yet. There's another one, Chris James, I think, another Postable that lives in the area that I still haven't. And just out of someone I grew up with from the first grade all the way, we went to school together. A couple days ago, I had posted something on the fan page, and she liked it. And I was like, oh my God, she's a Postable. I'm so excited to talk to her about that because we grew up together and I didn't know that she was a Postable. So it's kind of.
So besides Mary Beth, who are the other Postables that you've met?
Oh, I'm trying to think of their names now. Mary Beth's the one that pops into my head right to begin with.
I put you on the spot.
One of his name was, I think one of his name was Rose. Murphy, I think one of the last names is Murphy. Yeah, I can't for the life of me. I can't off the top of my head. If I was looking at them online, I'd be able to tell you, oh, she was there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but off the top of my head, I can't remember.
I got you. All right, how about we play a little SSD game, a little this or that game.
Okay.
I'll say two things and you tell me which one you like better.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Kumbacha or Yoo-hoo?
Oh, Yoo-hoo.
You know what? I tried. I know it's pronounced. How's it pronounced? Kombucha or whatever? Kombucha. I always say kombucha because that's what Oliver calls it.
Yeah, exactly. Kombucha.
I tried it for the first time a couple nights ago, and woo!
It was like drinking straight vinegar. I can't. Yeah.
It was like a carbonated sweet tea. That's what it tasted like to me.
And then with too much carbonation in it or something. And I was trying to figure it out how she would drink it with honeycomb in it and something else. And then when Oliver put the Yoo-hoo in it, I'm going, oh, there's no way anybody's going to drink that. No,
I know. That'd be disgusting.
Yeah. I'm definitely Yoo-hoo. Even though it's like watered down chocolate milk, it's still.
All right. Next. Do you prefer the TV series or the movie series?
Oh, God. Yeah, like I said, it's probably like picking children, but I'm probably going to go with the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you can get deeper into the story.
Yeah. All right. Now here's a tough one.
Okay.
To the Altar or The Vows We Have Made?
You're right. That's a tough one.
Yeah, they're both really good.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to go with To the Altar.
Oh, really? Ooh.
I think what got me, I think when Oliver told Shane he loved her for the first time, that one, just to see Kristen's face and just the way, I don't know, the way the camera was or how it was, but she just turned beet red when he said it. And it was like, for her to be able to have that much emotion and put herself that much into the character. And then when he took her outside and asked her, he got down on his knees, that got me. To the Altar, I think is it. Yeah. There's a lot of them. I mean, it's really hard because those two are really high up there. But for some reason, I think of the two of them, that one just gets me. And just the innocence of Norman when he's like, I've never been to the movies.
I know that scene. I know.
I mean, it's like, oh God. And there's, and he's talking about the canoe and, I've still got a lot of things to learn on my honeymoon. Learning to swim is probably not going to be one of them. So, there's just so many little, I don't know. And again, I've watched both of them so many times, but I think of the two of them.
All right. And how about,
you're going to give me another.
We'll talk about couples. Norita or Shaliver?
to be perfectly honest, I can't stand when they put the words together. That drives me nuts. It reminds me of the tabloid Bradgelina and all those crazy,
Oh yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And so I think of them. That's a really hard one, because
That is a hard one.
I love the dynamic between Crystal and Jeff, and the fact that they grew up together. It was just like that, and watching the interaction between the two of them, I think is just absolutely special. And of course, I love Shane and Oliver. I love the way their relationship progressed. And then, finding out in the vows that he loved her from the very first minute in the pilot, and then rewatching the pilot and knowing this is kind of like, that's cool too. So I honestly, between those two, I can't give you an answer. I cannot give you an answer, because
how about the no Rita engagement or the Shaliver engagement?
I'm gonna go with when Norm and Rita got.
Oh, another surprising one. Okay.
Yeah, I honestly, just only because looking at their relationship too, and how far their relationship came, as far as loving each other, and just that whole, like I said, watching it from the beginning, watching their relationship grow, and how chicken Norman was, and how scared he was to do this, and for him to actually get up that guts to do it. I mean, I love both engagements, don't get me wrong. The green, when he walked in with the green tie on, and when he said those lines, and Shane knew what was coming. I mean, that was really special. But I don't know, I still no. And then Rita's total surprise when he asked her, what did you say? So I didn't, that one kind of tears at my heartstrings.
Yeah, they had two engagements, Rita and Norman. Both I thought were really good. The one without the ring and the one with the ring.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
He proposed twice.
Yep. Yeah. With this ring, I engaged you. Yeah, that was good. I think I like the first one better.
Yeah. All right, here's a tough one. The no Rita wedding or the Shaliver wedding?
Yeah, that's another toughie, really. I think, again, I don't know that I could pick between the two, because they were so unique to each other. And I understand the whole production thing and all that. I wish in both of them that more of the older characters would have been at the weddings.
Yeah.
It was there was just so many people that I wish would have been there, especially with Norman and Rita. They got married in the barn that was supposed to be, Kim and the what do you call it? Again, the name is escaping me, but the farm that they bought it from, they were supposedly living there. Yeah. I thought maybe they would throw a couple of those characters in to come to the wedding. I can't, like I said, I can't tell you which wedding I prefer.
All right.
And I didn't. And Dale wasn't at the wedding.
I know. I thought she would make an appearance.
Maybe Emily wasn't she just wasn't available then. But I just thought it'd be kind of neat if Dale was there.
Yeah,
giving her blessing to the whole thing. I know she did in a previous episode. She did give her blessing to their relationship, but
and it would have been really good if Steve would have been there.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine Oliver's face if Steve would have been it? Oh my God. Yeah. Oh God.
That's my next question. Dale or Steve?
Ugh. Which one do I hate more, or which one do I
like more?
I think probably I would go with Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve was just a little too underhanded for me. I don't approve that behavior. At least, with Dale, she gave her blessing and she understood.
Oh yeah.
Steve was just sneaky.
Oh yeah. All right. How about Hazel or Ramon?
Oh, Ramon.
Oh, you like Ramon better, dude?
Oh my gosh. I love Hazel. She's cute, but yeah. I love Ramon Rodriguez. I just love him. Yeah. I was watching like I had taped the series when the thing was on last weekend because my husband and I were away at a wedding. And so this week I've been watching all of them. And yeah, last night I watched Masterpiece. And the first time, was it Masterpiece or the one before that? It was the one before that when they first met Ramon in the dance studio.
Oh yeah.
I just love him. Yes, Fancy Francie lost it in a poker game. So it was neat to see also his character and the way it's progressed all these times. But I really do love Ramon. I just have a soft spot in my heart for him. He's just so multifaceted.
Yeah, and he's going to be at RomaDrama.
I know. I'm so excited.
I know.
I can't wait. I might have to buy the extra. I know it looks like when you were at the last one, you were buying all kinds of extra packages and selfies and things. So
some of them were included. Some of them were included in my ticket.
In my ticket, I think you get you can have a selfie with 4 of them. So of course I would do the 4 main ones, but then I would probably I'm probably going to try and get one with Jeff and one with Zach, because not Jeff. Yeah, Gregory. Right. Yeah. Because you know what, Gregory, I've had a crush on him since, and so, yeah, I don't know. So Zach, for sure.
All right, last one.
Yeah. Okay.
Oliver with the hat or Oliver without the hat?
Oh my God, without the hat. I hate that hat.
I know everybody says that.
Cute. Yours is cute, but that one was awful. Whether it was 2 sizes too small or it just looked weird. He doesn't pull off a fedora. No offense, Eric, if you're watching, but no, definitely not. It's just funny because he hadn't worn it since the beginning of the pilot. And then when Holly came in from Paris with Love, it was hanging on the coat rack.
Yeah.
And she smelled it and was kind of looking at it and going, he hasn't worn that in a while. It probably smells pretty musty, but
Yeah.
So anyway, I digress.
Well, this was fun. Thanks for doing this.
Oh, sure. Thanks for having me. I was so excited when you asked. Thank you.
And I know the Postables will get a kick, and I know they like to watch these, and so they can see people and get to know people before the convention. That's the whole purpose of doing it.
It has been fun. So thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to have a glass of wine with you. It'll be fun.
Yes, I look forward to seeing you in Florida.
Yeah, on the plane. We'll see you in Detroit.
On the plane, yeah. We'll meet in Detroit, actually.
Yes, we will. We'll
at the Detroit airport.
We'll be at the gate together, and we'll be just we'll be quelling with each other at the gate. Yeah, I bought a couple of those shirts from whoever that man was that was selling them. The We Are Forever, the Postables.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll be wearing my Postable shirt if it's not too hot.
I think a lot of people are probably going to be wearing them down.
Yeah. What am I going to wear? That's the whole thing. My husband's like, you are not buying all new clothes for this, but I'm going to see my favorites. I got to be wearing something. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited, Chad. So thank you so much for having me.
Have you started packing yet?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
No, I still got a month.
That's true.
Yeah, I still got a month. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, but every time I on church on Sunday when I put on a different dress, I decide, should I wear this or should I bring this? So yeah, I don't know. What do people wear? I mean, do they wear jeans when they go to the?
Some of them did. Yeah, just the key is to wear comfortable shoes because you're going to be walking and standing a lot, like all day long. You're going to be walking and standing. Because
I wondered, do people dress up? Do they wear? That's the kind of thing I was wondering, and that's kind of one of the reasons, or one of the things I had written down to ask you was, what do I wear? That kind of stuff. Because you have like some really cool stuff you wear, but I'm not that imaginative with my work. So
some people were dressed up wearing nice dresses, and some people were wearing jeans, like you said. But like I said, the key is to wear comfortable shoes, like sneakers, definitely flats. Don't wear heels because you'll be dying. I mean,
yeah. So for like the cocktail party and stuff, is that you'll wear a cocktail dress, or do you get a chance to really get to meet the characters?
At the last one, there wasn't a cocktail party, but there was a brunch on Sunday.
I thought we had a cocktail party on our ticket, but that could be.
Well, yeah, there's going to be one, I guess, at this event. But I mean, at the one in Nashville, there wasn't one.
Oh, okay.
But at this event, I don't know. The brunch, though, people did get dressed up at the brunch because it was at a really nice hotel.
Okay. I'm thinking about the last. I think the last one you posted. Weren't you on somewhere on the northeast coast, somewhere up in?
I went to Christmas Con.
That was it.
Yeah, I went to that in December.
Okay, that's the one I
Yeah.
remember. Your
Yeah.
great Christmas outfits. That was
Yeah.
that was awesome. That was awesome. I am hoping to meet, while we're down there, other, because like I said, have been other Hallmark movies that I've Christmas movies pretty much that I've watched. I did
Mhm.
tape the Rip in Time from last weekend, and I haven't watched
Oh
that.
yeah.
So about the Rip Van Winkle, I'm wondering if it's going to be
Mhm.
corny or if it's going to be actually good. So we'll see.
I heard it was good. I haven't seen it
I
yet, but
heard
I
it
heard
was
it was
good
good.
too. So I'm kind of crossing my fingers. I haven't watched it yet, but like I said, I've been watching my SSDs because I got to watch them before I erase them. I mean, gee.
Uh-huh.
So
That's true.
it is, you got so many. My husband's like, "Can I erase these?" No, I haven't watched them yet, honey. So,
Even
but
though
you've
you've
seen
seen them
them
before.
exactly. I've seen them a million times. Some of the people that say, I've watched it at least 10 times. I'm thinking, I probably watched it 10 times last month. So yeah, but like I said, it's my feel good stuff that I use to decompress at night
Hmm.
and to make myself know that there's still good in the world.
Hmm.
And I hope, I don't know that she's going to be there, but I would love to meet Martha someday. And
Yeah, I was thinking, wouldn't it be a great
wouldn't it
surprise
be,
if they surprised everyone with and Martha showed up?
oh my God, I would love to meet her someday. I would just love to meet her someday. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be another one. I admire her. She's just, to have, that talent to be able to bring those characters to life, because even just in talking with or listening to the Eric speak and Kristen speak and Crystal speak, they're always like, well, it's not me, it's Martha's
Hmm.
writing. Well,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
you bring a lot to that, but if her writing is that spectacular that they can, I don't even know the words to put it in, but oh God, I would love to meet her.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that'd be a fun one to meet.
yes, for sure.
All right, well, I will let you go, and I
Yeah,
will
thank you.
see you in a few weeks.
I could talk about SSD all day. So yeah. So yes. So I will see you in a couple weeks. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you, Chad, for having me.
You're so welcome, and thank you for being here too, Postables.
Okay.